Since the 1953 Korean armistice agreement, an estimated 300,000 North Koreans have fled the country, with over 34,000 choosing to begin anew in South Korea. They view it as the most straightforward option, thanks to the shared ethnicity and language. The adjustment is not, however, as easy as it may appear. Their backgrounds, lifestyles, attitudes and habits pose significant obstacles. For refugees, living in South Korea is akin to travelling into the future, a place where everything is markedly more advanced than from where they came. The South Korean government is aware of this problem. Therefore, various measures have been implemented to help North Koreans adjust to life in the South, with less alienation. Typically, when North Korean refugees undergo screening by the South Korean government, they attend an intensive acclimation program for 3 months before attempting to integrate into South Korean society. The differences between North and South are significant. Often, the gaps are too wide for refugees to be able to effectively integrate into South Korean society, resulting in their social isolation. This situation sometimes prompts attempts to migrate to a third country or even return to North Korea, despite the likely distress that awaits them. The severity of these challenges may even lead to thoughts of self-harm. Opportunities for young refugees may, however, be better than for adults. The South Korean government recognizes that North Korean children still require education and adjustment to conform to society. This is particularly crucial for unaccompanied refugee children who lack the support of family or guardians to care for them. We arrive at Hangayore High School in Gyeonggi Province, situated 80 kilometers south of Seoul, the capital of South Korea. The school is located in the mountains, offering a refreshing atmosphere away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Despite being open since 2006, the school building still appears new, with classrooms uniquely decorated based on the subjects taught. At first glance, one probably wouldn't discern that this is a South Korean government-funded high school, catering to both North Korean kids and the children of North Korean immigrants. Jong Soo-kyung, the director of the high school, tells us that teachers are available around the clock to assist and listen to students, addressing whatever they wish to share. Although it can be a bit tiring at times, the teachers consistently listen to them as mothers, older sisters, or even friends would. Everyone coexists, and in reality, North Korean kids are cheerful children, exhibiting no signs of depression whatsoever. We ask permission to observe a class of 9th grade students. This is a Korean language class. Despite having only recently arrived in South Korea, each student is enthusiastic and answers questions eloquently. The class appears more impressive than some of the other schools we visited. Looking at the exercises, we notice the differences. At the age of 15 and 16, these young people are still learning syllable division, which is the elementary level in Korean. In spite of following the curriculum of typical South Korean schools, young people at this age should already be learning how to write Chinese characters. When the teacher asks for examples of words, each word the students think of, such as China, Japan, eat, surrender, and die, vividly reflects the stories they've encountered. After the Korean language class, we visit another 9th grade classroom, where they're learning the English language. The learning atmosphere here is also one of enjoyment. The content of the English language class is, however, significantly more challenging than that of the Korean language. Another reason why students may struggle with the Korean language is that some were born or have spent their childhoods in China. This is due to the extended time some refugees take before being able to travel to South Korea. As a result, some end up living illegally in China, resulting in these children not receiving an education. Their familiarity with and ability to communicate only in Chinese create cultural differences to which teachers here have to adapt.
북한에서 온 아이들과
Kim Ga-yeon, an English teacher at Hangayore High School, explains that there's a small, inexplicable gap between her and the North Korean students, but they can understand each other well. While students from China present a greater challenge due to their different language and culture compared to those from North Korea, everyone is considered her student, though.
중국에서 태어난 아이들은
Students in a class may not be of the same age, because classes are divided based on level of knowledge, as there is no entrance exam.
we didn't select the students who is very good at academy or something very special students. We just select the students, see that their attitude. They want to stay in this dormitory school. They want to stay in the school with North Korean students or China-born students, like that. Yeah, yeah. But we have a student limit. So if the students, we can afford the student, then usually we accept almost every student from North Korea.
The program is free and accessible to all refugees and their children. The small class size, with fewer than 10 people, does, however, raise questions, despite the school appearing spacious enough to accommodate many more students.
What is your max capacity here?
Middle school 80 students.
Is it full now?
지금 40명 있습니다. Now is 40 students we have.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a lot of room for but they didn't usually nowadays it's difficult to escape from North Korea. So the students number is decreasing. Yeah.
If you want to see more great content from all over the world, please like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.
The shortest, yet riskiest route to refuge for North Koreans involves crossing the heavily guarded 38th parallel. Very few people choose this route, and most who attempt it are North Korean soldiers. Only a few survive. The preferred route is a longer detour, requiring more time and money, but posing fewer risks to life and limb. The Washington Post reported that North Korean refugees frequently employ brokers for $2,000 per person to facilitate their escape. They're transported across the Yalu River, marking the border between North Korea and China, followed by an additional 80-hour journey through southern China to Vietnam. From there, they traverse the mountains into Laos and Thailand, before finally boarding a plane to South Korea. Given this challenging journey to asylum, it's unsurprising that more than half of those who successfully enter South Korea are between 20 and 39 years old, the most physically fit age group. Meanwhile, the rate of successful escapes by those above this age range decreases, as it does with those who are under 20. At lunchtime, both middle and high school students come to the cafeteria. The lively chatter during the meal reflects the close bond among all the students, aligning with the school's objective to provide a familial atmosphere for refugee children. For children who fled the north alone, the school also arranges South Korean host families to maintain that familial atmosphere during weekends when they're allowed to return home. Living in a shared dormitory with mixed classes and teachers, along with rotating class members every year, is another aspect aimed at helping the children to adapt quickly. A refugee student from North Korea describes her challenging experience traveling to and living in South Korea. Fortunately, she has friends who are like family, supporting her in her journey to a better life. The pursuit of a university education is another goal that both the school and the South Korean government support. Students at this school enjoy the privilege of being able to enter the university of their choice without needing to pass the challenging entrance exams that many South Korean students encounter. Furthermore, for those who excel in their studies, the government is willing to support their educational expenses. These scholarships are provided to around 70% of the students expressing an ambition to pursue a tertiary education. It's well known that education in North and South Korea differs significantly. To address this, the school offers a special evening class starting at 6 p.m, with 1 hour dedicated to middle school students and an additional 3 hours for high school students. This session aims to prepare new students or those getting ready to enter university. South Korea is renowned for its academic pressure, but possibly the hardest adjustment challenge for the children is not the school itself, but a distinct lifestyle. This refugee student from North Korea told us that she didn't complete her studies in the North, so she couldn't say whether it was good or not, but she thinks this school is excellent. Another student mentioned that they'd not studied in North Korea, so doesn't know the difference. She also says that it's bustling here, and she always needs a car to go somewhere. When she was in North Korea, she could walk everywhere. Meanwhile, another said that South Korean accents differ from those in North Korea. Even though she has improved significantly, it still presents some challenges. Despite their happiness with life in South Korea and at school, the children have not forgotten the hometowns and friends they've left behind. This refugee student from the North misses her family and friends immensely because she never got the chance to say goodbye. Another student explains that here everyone spends hours on smartphones. She liked North Korea because she got to play outside. She misses everyone there and the outdoor activities she used to enjoy. The school's philosophy is to live together like a family, while patiently awaiting the day when the two Koreas will be reunited as one family, as they were before. The school's name, Hanguyore, which means one ethnicity, clearly reflects the desire for national reintegration. While some South Koreans we spoke to may not be interested in or focused on this, what everyone wishes for is no different to anyone else: well-being, peace, and harmony on the Korean peninsula.